gear, as well as some of the great new 2024 merchandise. The pregame will be starting in just a moment, and kickoff will be promptly at 7:30. Keep an eye out for the halftime competition, sponsored by your 2024 official Vaqueros sponsor, Hooters of Fort Worth. You don't want to miss this. Thank you for coming out, and let's do this, Fort Worth. Vamos, Vaqueros.
Considering they had such a great record to begin with. There's an opportunity quickly for Lubbock. It's number 22, Evan Howard, with a chance, and it goes through the legs of the goalkeeper, Burkle. The first minute of the match, they take a lead. Evan Howard, from a long pass from the defenders, decided we didn't get a chance to see that, but right through the wickets, the 5-hole, whatever you want to call it. And right now it's 1-0 quickly with Lubbock. It's a nice arching kick. A chance for Fort Worth, and the 6 and off the post. The goalie's best friend. Yeah, it was not something that was conducive to soccer.
Oh, wow.
He played
straight to the spot. And
this is
guys,
a penalty. Take the penalty. Maybe not to score up, and he does not.
What is the problem with us in not making
goalie right? That's the second penalty kick of the season, and the second one missed. And that first goal that occurred in the first minute was a long, long pass, right about a 45-yard pass to this man right here, 22 Howard.
Well, he's
got another chance
really
right here,
ball.
and a nice
what an
save.
Amazing save.
A test by. And he finds the big number 10,
and
a
that's
nice
a good
save.
shot, and that's another really good save.
Side face from about 30 yards from goal with a rocket to the goalie's left, and Burkle able to get a hand on it, maybe two.
I have no idea. Normally I don't speak highly of referees, so what would I know?
All blue. Fort Worth, their all blue kit. Lubbock with their white shirt, and another chance for Howard. Amazing in the black shorts.
This is trouble. And wow, he made quick work of that.
There's a chance here for Howard. Another
one. Almighty.
Howard's
a bad man.
You see
I'm
Mr.
giving
Howard.
Him that.
And Mr. Howard a little disappointed, but a great save by Burkle again, and the crossbar, his best friend tonight. There's a shot and
that's
a goal. Michael Grimm lights the lamp with 25 into the 70th minute, and there's that one we got to get before the other Fort Worth. It's 2-1 Lubbock. There's the ball around, a nice pass to 18 and a shot.
Oh, get on top of it. Well done.
There's an opportunity here for Fort Worth along the left side. Maybe a chance here for Fort Worth. And the side of the net.
Scotty Scheffler's had himself an interesting week and a half.
Yes, he has. Oh no.
Well,
trying to play the ball, and this is.
When you see the back pocket, you know what's happening, and this is unfortunate. There was nothing malicious about this. Big guys run into each other all the time, you know.
It's probably the correct call, and it can still keep Fort Worth in the game because if he doesn't do that, they're probably scoring.
From Evan Howard from about 30 out, and that.
Yeah, I did. You want me to send to you?
The Vaqueros family is expanded to boys and girls.
Good evening from W.O. Barnes Stadium in Castleberry ISD. The Fort Worth Vaqueros taking on FC Brownsville. My name is Matt Quinn. We're hopefully doing all the play-by-play tonight, but we'll leave that up to the players pretty much. I've got Robbie King, and Megan Southern makes her return back to our booth.
Hello.
All right, so interesting thing about these two teams tonight, FC Brownsville was supposed to play the Denton Diablos Thursday, 2 days ago, and was rained out. And they will make up that game tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So in a 10-game schedule, you're going to play, if you're FC Brownsville, you're going to play 2 games in less than 18 hours. But that's the way it has to be pretty much because Brownsville is so far away, and it would be kind of hard for them to get back up here for one match. So nonetheless,
that's a lot of soccer, though.
That's a lot of soccer, is right.
A lot of tired legs, and
a lot of soccer.
Good luck with that.
They are dressing 18 as well as Fort Worth tonight. And as you can see, both teams out on the pitch, shaking hands. The
I know that
referees.
team down there. Look at that little cute Vaqueros team down there.
How about that? That's the 2011 Fort Worth Vaqueros boys team. Is that right?
That's right. Coached by Megan and Jamie Southern. Hey.
And shout out to them.
Got Jonah Southern, Grayson Southern, Nico Holden, Emiliano, Gio, Joseph, Anthony, all of them down there, Benjamin. So they're super happy to be here tonight, walking out with the team. And they're like fighting over who's going to be the ball boys, I think. That's where they're at right now.
You can see Michael Grimm, the captain for the Vaqueros, all wearing their blue kit, their usual home kit tonight. Mr. Grimm with the red armband on his left arm. Also, number 4, Luis Pena is the representative for FC Brownsville, their captain. And so the 11 for both sides, getting ready to take the pitch. And 4 referees all wearing red. Again, the Vaqueros wearing all blue. And FC Brownsville wearing their road black with black pants and what looks to be gold trim along the side and gold numbers. The goalkeeper there for them is Andres Martinez for Jonathan Robledo tonight. FC Brownsville comes in playing only their second match of the season. Just their second match, and they had a win in that first match against Austin United FC. They won 2-0 down in Brownsville. So Fort Worth here coming in, and this is their fourth match. And you think about that in just a minute. Quite a different type of schedule, Robbie.
Yeah, it is. So it does mean for Fort Worth that they've got more experience and been practicing a little bit longer and more actual game time experience. And I'm looking at that as a good thing instead of fresh legs kind of thing.
Yes, for probably the first time and I can remember that Fort Worth won the toss. We're going to assume that they have because they're not looking directly into the sun, into the west. That's been a rare occurrence. I usually say, how do you lose this every so often? But the game time temperature and everything else is sponsored by the Chat Room Pub. Easily Fort Worth's 8th best bar, 83 degrees. Feels like 88 with an 8-mile-an-hour wind coming out of the east. The sunset tonight doesn't really matter to Fort Worth, and they're on the wrong side at 8:33 and 68% humidity. A beautiful night for soccer.
And this first half is brought to you by the Hyatt Place Fort Worth Historic Stockyards, one of Fort Worth's greatest assets in the historic stockyards, where the Old West meets Fort Worth. The Hyatt Place and Historic Stockyards is the Vaqueros' official team hotel. Stockyards is a great place. You haven't been, you better go.
Thank you, Megan. Jordan Ott with the start tonight. Maybe not. The reason why he's getting the start is because Mr. Jacob Burkle received a red card in last week's match. You saw here on YouTube. Burkle receiving that red card, 85th minute of the match, put Mr. Ott back into the game where he made an incredible save. The Fort Worth could get that tie in our last game.
What a great finish that was.
Yes.
Last game with all of a sudden, it's getting behind me. They're Lubbock Matadors, yes, of course, which we'll play next week.
It's a good switch right there.
That ball over to David Soror. Number 2, Soror advances, and a pass out to Francisco Jaramillo, who scored that.
There. Oh, they call it out.
Scored that goal in the 87th minute of the match to tie. What an incredible goal right from around that side over there, too, where the ball just came out of. Fort Worth coming out on a 4-3-3 today to start, and then maybe some changes. But Coach had a very interesting thing to say before the match, Robbie, that he'd said that I don't care much about systems. It's the players that I worry about the most.
Oh, I absolutely agree with that. If the boys can do it right, it doesn't really matter what you actually say that you're playing, as long as everybody knows what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, and when to cover, when to step, basically, right? We know where we're at. If we know if David Soror's up, I'm going to drop in behind him and cover on defense, that's just kind of like how you play the game in a way. Common sense, sort of, for us soccer players.
So most of these players, I'm sure, have played in multiple systems all the time. Nothing's going to be new for them at this level. And the coach is now playing, which I believe is his 4th different system here, and he's playing to the strength of his players. There's a nice give-and-go pass inside and blocked out by J.J. Abraham.
Matt, you're right. That was a really nice play in Fort Worth.
We stepped just at the right time.
Yeah, but that looked a little bit too dangerous for me.
And that ball stolen by Fort Worth, and that ball goes out. Luis Pena comes down holding his right knee. The referee stopping play here.
Not getting a call for it either.
Might be a little too sensitive. Maybe he's hurt.
We're going to stop play. The referee deciding to see if he can handle it.
It was after the ball. It was after the ball a little bit there, so you do kind of have to check in. And looks like he's got both his knees wrapped, though. So
yeah.
He might.
There's the captain that came out wearing that white armband. Soror here with the throw-in to Ciolilada. It just goes over his head. Unfortunately, it'll play back to Martinez. That's Clay Mirador out there, number 24 on, starting. And kicked right out of bounds. And Mirador, the Indiana product from Alito, playing striker. We can't control the crowd, Mike, folks.
I was like,
Okay, we
no
all-
no big deal.
So we all
The
just
knife-
looked at each other.
Ooh, did he get that in the back of the head?
In the back of the head.
Yikes.
That shot,
Front of the
and then
head?
the referee is motioning for the physios to come on. And have a second here with Seal Elad. Having a look
Looks
at it.
like
That
we
was
got a new training team out and about.
that
Yeah,
was
I've not seen them yet.
No, haven't. But hey, I'm glad they're here. Look at them. They were ready to go, and there was about 5 of them. Props to them.
And
We don't-
thankfully, they were turned away.
Yeah, thankfully. We don't mess around with head injuries, but it looks like she's going to go ahead and make him, like, check in real quick with the sideline.
Thank you to our team doctors, PMR of Fort Worth.
well. Had to step off the field. Elad, he feel like he's fine, but he has to come off because of the whistle.
Mm-hmm.
They had to stop play, and so he's going to be able to come back on once the play resumes. Referee smartly with the drop ball here to Brownsville. And that's Pena trying to play the ball long,
She went ahead
and
and
he
motioned
does.
for him to come back on there. It's nice.
To Echeverria, Jose Echeverria, and a nice one-timer right to Ott. 19. Ogini was trying to catch up with that one, but Ott in that 6'5" frame. He played for us last season. We might remember him, right?
Yes,
But
definitely.
he left Longwood University and found his way to a little town called Cortland, New York, where he's playing
Ooh, good flick.
second division soccer.
Oh,
and there's a nice
fantastic flick
chance
on.
here
We got
for
a
Clay
great chance.
Mirador.
Play it low.
He can only play it in and
Oh,
in outside
we
of the
just
goal.
missed
A
it.
nice
Oh
block
my
by
God.
by
My-
Martinez.
My eyes tricked me.
And the left hand, his left foot, he had an opportunity there. That's what we've been looking for Fort Worth, to get something moving in
what
some of these
a
games.
Absolutely fantastic opportunity.
Quick
The
restart.
Nice
here.
corner here. Here's a chance for Fort Worth, but no.
Oh, he
Maybe
was
another
about to
one.
Wind up and hit that.
This is Mirador.
The flick on was really great.
That
and
was
he's
a
gonna
That's a
beautiful
follow
Wizenot.
play.
No, and he
That
just
was a-
misses Mirador. And Brownsville here in trouble, but they may get out of this.
Not just yet.
Not just yet. Well,
That's
I
gonna
guess
be Fort Worth's ball.
the ball is owned by Fort Worth. And Felipe Medina, number 6, the pink shoes. We'll see him a little bit tonight. Michael Grimm, the captain, able to play the ball back and out of trouble. Michael Constant making his first start, number 5. You might remember him from last season as well. This to Soror, but a little too tall for him and into the hands of Martinez. It's that ball back out to Javier Ballesteros along the left side, making some good moves on number 4, Landon Wizenot. And the ball goes out of bounds. Brownsville with another chance here. We're just 7 minutes into the match. No score here on YouTube. You're watching Fort Worth Vaqueros soccer all over the world. It's a great
Good
shot
save.
by Johan Arevelo. It turns into a corner kick. A nice save there by Jordan Ott. They're going to need him to come up big.
For Brownsville is brought to you by Aaron's on 7th, the barber shop.
Well, it's good to see that only 7 minutes. He seems to be already settled in with first start of the season. That's good. You get some touches on the ball, get your confidence level up. He's going to be just fine.
Yeah, he's ready to play. He's already in with a couple good saves. He looks confident.
Here comes the corner kick. They're going to play it short and back around. Fort Worth able to come up with that one. May have a chance. The nice transition here, but he can't get to it. Brownsville able to defend.
Didn't get out on the break, but still won the ball. And we're just moving along.
That's the riskiest part about playing the ball short like that. You give the defending team a great transition.
Yeah, you both got to be ready for that kind of ball, and sometimes it's miscommunicated.
It's a nice play to Soror.
That's really nice
Here we
work.
go. Go
And
ahead.
Philip
I
Medina
believe
and
he's gonna be-
onside and tried to catch.
no, not onside.
Not onside.
He waited. I had a look. It didn't
yeah.
look. It didn't look on.
The ball bounced just a little too high and took a little too long to get delivered.
A little too much for Medina there, but nonetheless, if I don't know.
The options being there.
I would rather, an old referee, old soccer player, would rather see that flag go up immediately rather than have a Charlie horse trying to go get it.
Continuing to have to run down
the
field.
But these days,
that's how it goes. Wait for them to touch the ball.
You have to wait for them to all of this to happen, even though everyone in the park knows it's offside but me.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not a fan of that either.
Yeah. This ball played down to Edson Silva. Marked by Soror across the field and picked up quickly by Abraham, number 11.
That was a very ambitious switch that almost worked out really well.
Almost worked out for them. Gavin Gall, number 3, picks it up, and he'll also defend this one, but this is a foul on Fort Worth, their second of the match.
Yeah, I think that's one thing Vaqueros need to keep track of is the number of fouls, the number of balls we're allowing, like free kicks in the final third here, because those end up being pretty dangerous balls. And if I'm not mistaken, we're up, like we have at least a solid 2-digit amount of fouls every game.
So I would say both teams solid. Yeah.
Yes, both teams, to be fair.
And also both teams, almost every team in the league probably has more than 10 cautions. So
it's an intense.
Yeah, we
except for this one.
We talked about this in the past couple of weeks, is how many cautions we're getting.
Yeah.
And
so far none, but last game we had 3 red and 5 yellow.
Oh my goodness. You know,
and
I
the
have
match
to
against
admit,
Lubbock.
I wasn't able to watch that game because I was out on some family affairs, but
that was an exciting game.
When I heard that, I was shocked.
This free kick taken and blocked by Gall.
Never a
plays
dull
it out,
moment.
and there could be
Never.
a good transition here, and there
I
is.
like it. Oof. Hey, good
Medina,
look up.
or excuse me, Jaramillo, Francisco Jaramillo, number 7, Soror trying to get on
We definitely
Silva.
have some high pressure here. We got 4 up right now, 3 up. I like it.
Lisandro Cecchini, number 2. Unfortunately, he'll play that ball out of bounds, the right defender. Fort Worth with a little more pep, you'd say, Robbie?
Yeah, absolutely. To be fair, we should be up 1-0 right now.
Yes, I agree.
But, yes, I absolutely like the high pressure. We've seen them just pass the ball out of bounds several times in their defensive area. Keep it up, and it's going to happen.
They're hungry.
Look at that hold. Maybe on Cielila, number 9. Jaramillo. Someone put the ball down and track that thing. It stays in the air and comes all the way back to the center. Constant. Michael Constant. And ball back out to Wizenant. Landon Wizenant. Picked up quickly.
Yeah.
And a run here for Medina.
It seems like they're in the right place.
Number 6
to
to Abraham, who's overlapped. This ball back inside
Go ahead,
and onside.
Put it, finish
and
that.
Soror did
I'm gonna
right
say too
to
many
the
touches.
tape, and
Keeper might be hurt.
The keeper may be hurt. He came out and blocked that with everything and his teeth, and unfortunately,
I'm gonna say he had too many touches there. He did. He
it was
controlled
almost
it.
like he got caught by surprise.
Replay
that it
right
came
here.
all the way through.
Let's
see the replay.
Yeah, great keep of possession here. Have a good cross back post. Davis Rose right there. Too many touches. Can't get the shot off in time.
That first touch, I think, got in between his
There's a chance right here for Fort Worth on the throw-in. Abraham trying to find Clay Mirador as he tracks Silva, and that ball's out of bounds here for Brownsville. A great chance for David Soror.
Right? I mean, he's not going to forget about that.
You know he's going to hear about that a little bit in the locker room at halftime, I imagine.
He won't make that mistake again. Let's just say that.
Grimm back out to Constant, and he plays the ball long. This is a great idea, really, because Fort Worth, I've always wanted them to test the backside of the goalie looking into the sun, and they're trying to play the ball over everyone's head and use the speed of Clay Mirador. If you knew this, Clay Mirador was a medalist he was at Aledo High School in the state, I believe it was the 400. Also a member of their football teams. It seemed like almost every boy that goes to Aledo is a member of their state winning football teams. But as a kicker, yeah, he was a great player for them and also a great player for Indiana currently.
Yeah, had a couple other opportunities to go kick in college, I believe, and wanted to play soccer. So understand that. Ooh, coming in hot there. Wow.
A tough one. Ott receiving it.
I mean, you cannot say that this league is not just full of some aggressive play. Like,
Oh, sure.
I mean, they go in hard every time, and there's never a dull moment.
The Lod there bringing the ball down, but unfortunately could not connect. And this ball, Edson Silva, number 24, all the way across to Ordonez.
Middle is pretty open right here. I don't like that.
Ball is out. Right, that good pass there. You're right, to Roberto Ordonez, number 22, who's wide open in the center.
Looking for the through ball.
And he finds
and
it.
Got it, and it's a good one.
Keeper read it,
And the
though.
keeper is out. The keeper realized it, which had Clay Mirador almost by himself.
One little touch past that keeper. I think he could have been in for the money.
It's a great read by the keeper, but it'll take away from the ball that was played through. That was fantastic.
Right, Martinez was all over that. Here comes the throw in for Fort Worth. The goalkeeper had to do what he had to do. Here to save it. The ball goes out off of Okikolia Ogini. I'm going to try my best. Try that one again. There's a lot of.
Were you guessing at that?
I've been trying to pronounce this for about 25 minutes before the match.
Sounded great.
So I'm doing the best I can. We don't get pronunciations, parents, players, everybody, so we do the best we can. Another opportunity.
Another really good flick on.
For Soror, but he just couldn't catch up to this one.
And give credit to the goalkeeper for being out that quickly.
Right.
He's reading things very well.
That was all the way up to the 18 with very short notice.
He is reading these balls very good, and especially, again, into the sun. The sun is starting to set right in his eyes.
I hope that sun just burns right into his pupils.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Tell us how you really feel. There's another chance here for David
Right
Soror
here
as he goes into the 18. A
Watch
pass
this.
in, and Brownsville able to defend it just around the forwards. And then
At some
It's
point,
going to happen.
At some point, I think you need to pull the trigger there.
Yeah.
Medina. And he finds Jaramillo.
Corner.
And it turns into the second corner kick for Fort Worth.
I like throwing it across the middle from there, but at some point you were by yourself. Have a go.
Yeah, we're in the box. I don't see as many shots as I would like. Like,
absolutely.
go at it.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Put your head down and hit that as hard as you can.
5 players in the penalty
Get in
area. Here
there.
comes Mirador all alone with a nice header.
Hit that low. He's off there, so he can't touch it.
Terrible defending by Brownsville, and we could not put that away.
Well,
That
we're
ball.
all over him. I mean, it's all like, I mean, it's time. It's going to happen.
And I get it. You're all by yourself and you're that close. Head it straight to the ground, and good things are going to happen.
Clay Mirador did that right off the right side of his head.
Yeah,
it just didn't work.
There's another look at the corner kick coming in here. Back post off his head, and the defender right there to head it out.
The pass by Marco Don Juan, and then a save.
He's got it.
A nice save for the 6'5" Jordan Ott, using all of it, including his fingernails.
6'5"? Yeah.
To make his 4th save of the match.
A little extra reach there.
He looked like he needed all of it.
He needed all of it.
He did. All of that shot from Johan Olivero.
This nice,
and a long punt.
80-yard punt.
Constant marking Olivero. Looks like this is a throw-in for Brownsville. 18 minutes into the match and no score. There certainly have been a few chances for both sides. This ball played into Marco Don Juan. Yes, that's his name, ladies. Marco Don Juan.
Marco Don Juan. I've heard of him before. Novellas.
Marco Don Juan, or MDJ, as the folks in Brownsville know him, I'm sure. Center striker for them, they're wearing number 10. This ball trying to play it over the top. Luis Pena lays the ball back to his goalie, but here comes Sealy Ludd. only 4 feet between the touchline and the wall there, so there's not much to go with.
I don't know if there's
2
much
feet
contact
collided,
there.
and the referee decided nothing with it.
Jaramillo
and a shot, and a
That's a good save.
Jaramillo with a shot, a nice one. And the ball bounces
I mean, maybe there was contact, maybe there wasn't. I'm not really sure.
around, but we're going to take a look at number 4, Pena. He's been down a couple times already in this match, favoring his ankle, his knee, and his arm this time maybe.
Yeah,
What a shot here by Jaramillo, and a save, the 4th save for Martinez to flick this one over the bar.
Pressure's on. It's building. And, I know it's just here, 0-0 game in the 20th minute. But even like the Champions League final today, I mean, that was a 0-0 game until, second half. What was it, the 75th minute or so? And it was crazy. Like, I couldn't get enough of it, and that's kind of what separates soccer fans from real soccer fans, like people that can see that. It's not just the score, but the heart and the passion that goes into this play, every single touch on the ball.
Is Abraham with a chance if he can find Mirador, but no.
That was pretty deep, wasn't it? That was good.
That was good.
all I got to see were the highlights of the first half.
It was a great match.
It was great.
There's a long one, an opportunity here for Jaramillo, but caught by Martinez. And by the way, speaking of goalies, we'll have Jacob come up and talk to us at halftime. The Fort Worth Vaqueros goalkeeper, Jacob Burkle, at halftime. So stay up for that one. Usually we don't have any halftime shows, but we'll have one this time.
Well, I also got a notification that Parker's coming up in the first half.
Oh.
That got me a little nervous. But I don't know. We'll see.
I'm not sure what level of nervous you are about Mr. Plaxico, but anyway.
I'm not either.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Anyway, here Brownsville here with an opportunity.
Back to live action.
Back to live action. Working on David Sarour. It's number 7, Ballesteros, and Fort Worth able to recover. Wizenant.
Ooh.
Seal tried to run away from that, but that was well defended by Brownsville, number 19, Ojenyi. And Fort Worth with a very interesting schedule after this match. They'll have a road game next against Lubbock, but that will start a 3-game and 7-day stretch where they play 1 in Lubbock and then their last two home games here against Laredo and West Texas FC.
Oh, that'll be good.
And then a 12-game break. 12-day break.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
They start up again on June 27th and play through July 3rd. All the games on the road. They'll finish the season on the road, 3 games again in 7 days.
Oh.
That is
interesting schedule there.
It's a very interesting schedule, very front-loaded with the home games this season. We don't have a July home game, which is surprising. And at that time, Fort Worth expects to get 3 players, at least in this next match, 3 players that are really based in California, go to college in California. So Coach admitted this week he's been looking forward to that. He's had some great practice times. He enjoys the practice, the training aspect. They've been very competitive, but now he's going to get even more, a little more stronger, especially in the middle.
Yeah, with some good time in the training sessions. And Coach Marola is a great coach. Like, he puts in the work. And that was good for 3 points.
3 players from Cal Poly, the Mustangs, a Division I team out in San Luis Obispo. Connor Lisenby, which we may know around here from Keller. Ollie Hemlin and Parker Owens from South Lake Carroll. All 3 midfielders forwards. So something that Fort Worth needs. They only have just a few goals and no wins yet on the young season.
And I forgot to check out the live chat here. comments are on. I see Big Boy John 570 says, let's go Vaqueros. Can I buy some Vaqueros swag online? You definitely can. VaquerosFC.com, I believe.
Here's a chance for Soror. Blocked well by 24. Silva leads to another corner kick. Any more chat items there?
Let's see. I'm under my son's name, Water/Fire.
Wow. Does he change his name every season?
Yeah. I don't know.
I was going to say, I don't recall that being the name.
No, last game it was Smelly Donkey, so I don't know. Oh, what
a save there by Martinez. He continues to stand on his head, and here's an opportunity for Felipe Medina. A cross into him. Not picked up quickly enough by Mirador. Played up, and Abraham with the ball. The ball goes out of bounds. It looks like it's going to be a FC Brownsville throw-in. Quickly getting down the field. That's Balestros, number 7, with the ball. Marked by number 3, Gall. And that's a shot that just over the outstretched arms of Ott, but thankfully out of bounds. That was a nice shot.
For us looking right into the sun also, I never saw that.
Oh, and I guess also on FC Brownswood, we have Roberto Ordonez is a D1 player at Cal State Fullerton.
Yep.
Thank you for in the chat for letting us know that. That's great.
Yep. Last week in their match against Austin United, they won. A goal was scored by Brian Padilla, player from Maryland, that the fans around here may remember.
I mean, your hands are all over him, though.
Yeah.
I know maybe not much.
And Diego Rosas in the 82nd minute, both goals coming in the second half, led them to that 2-0 victory. Only Rosas is making, I believe he is. Neither one of the players are making a trip tonight in tonight's game. So Padilla is one that I was really interested in seeing because when he played for Denton, he was really their striker, their best player. And he's not dressing tonight. So this could be interesting here for Fort Worth. A lot of these players, again, this is only their second match that they played together. And the first one, it took them a little time, the coach said, to get moving, but it was well received. They beat Austin 2-0, and Austin has been kind of an interesting team. Thursday beating Lubbock. So
what was that score last night?
That score on Thursday, was 3-2.
Oh.
And there may be more parity here. There may not be. Who knows?
Right.
It's only a 10-game season. And you got to be your best every game. You can't take one off against anybody, it sounds like. Fort Worth here with a free kick. And looking to take this is Grimm.
Oh.
And now just a little too strong.
He was looking to float it over the top of the wall there, and just it didn't dip down as much as he wanted.
I mean, that's a really nice way of saying that ball was absolutely
But he
hammered
shaped
over
it a
the
little
goal.
bit. I just put a little more dip on it next
Yeah.
time. I'm sorry. I'm coaching 2011 boys. Like, hey, that was a good try there, buddy.
I
But
think that hit the top of the flagpole.
I think you're right.
You're not going to go down there and tell them at halftime to lean down?
I
Lean down on your
will
skis a little
not
bit?
It's
do
called
not
boobs
do
over
that.
ball, Matt.
For some
Boobs
people,
over ball.
for half of the population, yes. Marco Don Juan
Oh,
here with an
boy.
opportunity as he skates into the 18. Nope.
Get out
Blocked
of here.
by Fort Worth, and we're still 0-0.
That's going to be a corner for
The second
out of the southwest.
corner kick for Brownsville.
This corner kick is brought to you by Arians on 7th, the barbershop, the official barbershop of your Fort Worth Vaqueros.
Ball is up. Defended well by Abraham. Picked up quickly by Jaramillo as he runs down the left side by himself. And he's fouled from behind, and this
we
looks
might
like
see
a
the
booking.
First card. Yep.
Yep, there it is.
It's a booking.
There it is.
Now comes the yellow card, the first booking of the evening against Brownsville.
Show him the cheese.
That looked like Luis Pena. In the 29th minute.
I think he got baited into that too.
Slowing down, with Jaramillo slowing down and
Yeah.
trying to take a right. Yeah. Get off the exit lane on the freeway. Yeah, he did. He was moving pretty quickly. The referee saw that one all the way.
Yeah, it's a really easy call, and he just got baited into you might call it a bad foul, or it may have been a good foul. I'm not sure, but it's absolutely a yellow card.
Not too dangerous.
It's a long free kick.
Oh,
Oh,
just kidding.
nice.
Just kidding.
Nice ball by
A little
Jaramillo.
touch on that. I'm surprised.
Jaramillo has shown us some touch last game, getting the game-tying goal from the far right corner. And then this one, a one-time volley. Great chance for them.
That was impressive.
Over his head at that.
Looking back at the sun.
Looking back at
Over
the
his
sun.
head.
Ooh, oh, he caught him.
It's another
He caught
push
him.
from behind.
Oh, a little extra there. A little extra. Now it's starting to get a little chippy.
Interesting that this wasn't a booking. It had all the makings of it from
Yeah.
behind, and a push from behind when the player with the ball. This ball on Felipe Medina, and the free kick be taken by Grimm. Maybe a little more sauce on this one might get there, right? From the last one? A little less?
He's looking short. Go ahead and, yeah.
That's the right ball.
It's out to Mirador, back out to
Just keeping
Grimm.
it, just keeping it. Playing a little keep away,
And
but
that
you
was
can't
dangerous.
lose the ball.
Yeah.
Gall loses the ball.
Unlucky.
From 12 out of Alo.
Oh, this is
It's an opportunity
dangerous.
here for Brownsville.
Ooh.
Blocked well by Gall. Picked up quickly. Abraham. Moved out to number 12 out of Alo. He at the center of the field. Picked up by Wizenant. Now out to Soror. The chance for Soror looking for Seal, and he can't find him, and he's got two across here,
Keep
and
moving
it's
it,
an
keep
opportunity
swinging
here
the
for
ball.
Jaramillo.
Oh, great
A
ball.
great pass to
Oh,
Soror.
put it
Can
in.
Soror finish it?
Once again,
That ball,
they shoot.
no.
Man.
You don't have to lay it across
I
every
just
time. Be
put it
selfish.
in.
Constant.
Find the space and put it in.
Right, Constant playing the ball on the transition back out. Here's an opportunity here for, well, if he'd held on, if he knew where the ball was, there would have been.
Oh, boy.
And number 7, Ballesteros. Well defended there by Grimm.
Through ball.
And a nice through ball again. Seal has it, and an opportunity got to be behind the ball.
Was he off? He was off.
He's
Dang.
offsides.
Well, the problem was the ball was passed in front of the
first
player.
The first one, I think he was on. The second one, I'm not sure. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at that again.
So if you are past the goalkeeper, you've got to stay behind the ball. That ball was played in front of him.
Yep, because
And
there
so
has to be at least 2 in the back, right? It's got to be 2.
it's the second last defender, but when the ball becomes the offside line, when that happens. So the rule of thumb is if you stay behind the ball, you will never be offside. So anyway, in this situation,
Good call.
he should have shot the ball there. Soror should have shot the ball and would have erased all the doubt of any of this offside rule. Rare offside rule that occurred, but nonetheless, another great chance for Fort Worth here as they've been putting some things together here late in the first half.
It's coming. The pressure's building.
It's a nice kick there by Martinez to get his team into the attacking third. Ball played by Hiramosa Iwai. You see him right there, number 6. The ball again, but picked up quickly by Lyndon Wizenant. Grimm moving the ball around successfully. And they find Medina back to Jaramillo.
Just keep in possession slowly.
There
moving
we
the ball
go.
forward.
There we go, Grimm.
Do it.
Jaramillo. Going to move the ball around. Grimm again trying to look for something, and then he finds Constant It's one thing about Michael Constant last season that was really good is his name. He played very well in the back when we needed him the most. And he is thankfully making, again, his first start tonight this season for the Vaqueros. Wisnant looking, maybe, asking, pushing, finds Elad. And then that push over to Saror. Another cross by Saror, but blocked successfully by Pena.
Keep those services coming in. We'll capitalize here eventually.
Ball picked up by the Vaqueros. Medina defended well by Brownsville. Ordonez, the long pass, a 2-on-1 opportunity here.
That was a huge mistake.
Yeah.
This ball out to number 12, Adeveo, and he shoots, and a block by Ott.
Great
Goodness.
save.
A great save by Ott. That 2-on-1 goes nowhere. The best opportunity for Brownsville tonight.
Yeah. And if I'm Ott, I'm screaming at my
yes.
defenders right now. Like,
insanely upset about that.
yes.
Cannot dive into that
Can't
ball.
do it. And he knows. You know what? Maybe he's not screaming because, no lie, like, you know when you screw up like that, you know. I don't need to be yelled at. Just taking a new approach.
It's the third corner kick for Brownsville, and Fort Worth are proud to do it. Ball played into the center, Abraham. Elad coming back from his forward position.
Great defending, too.
And here's Pena with an opportunity. Try to play it back to Don Juan. And ball across. Elad here trying to defend Silva. Ball played into the center. Fort Worth able to defend. Play the ball forward. There's nothing wrong with that. My favorite plays is an under 10 clear out.
That is your favorite. I know that. Nothing
Sometimes
wrong with that.
there's nothing wrong with
That's
that.
what we need right now.
That's what we need.
Oh, boy.
An opportunity here
Oh, keeper's
for
out.
Oginie.
Way to read
He's
that.
all over
And Ott really stepping up here.
Knowing that he's going to get there first, you know, is
He got out
huge.
in a hurry, too.
Yeah.
7 saves for Ott tonight already, keeping the score at double donuts.
Double donuts?
What's your favorite donut?
Seems all right.
I'm sorry.
What's your favorite donut again?
I'm sorry. I don't. Oh, I just hadn't heard that one. It got me. It's great. Double donuts.
2 cake donuts. 0-0 right now the score is.
Take a
37 minutes now into the match. Just
Chocolate frosting.
8 more.
Sprinkles.
You like sprinkles? So you
Who
win all the
doesn't?
time, right? Is that what you're
Was it
saying?
last year around this time when we had the cereal
Yes.
Yeah, dude, they put cereal in donuts. You know
Cereal donuts,
that?
yes.
Anyways, yeah.
I
That's
recall
great.
that being a good segment.
I had a cake donut this morning.
Did you
Enjoyed
a little
that.
coffee cake?
I did. A cake. I love cake donuts. I don't like the glazed.
Oh,
Kind of weird that
he
way.
is
An opportunity
on.
there, and he was off.
Oh, he was off.
And
Once
offside.
again,
Now
waiting.
2 for both teams.
Wait for it.
2 for both teams in the offside department. EY, they're running through. An odd here with the free kick. Now his place kicks during the we saw during the warm-up were pretty
Yeah.
long,
A lot of
going
distance
into
there.
the stands. I don't think he realized all of that. Nice
Yeah,
kick.
that's a foul.
A foul here on Silva. That foul on Medina, number 6. This one will be taken by Landon Wizenant. His brother Dylan on the bench tonight. Both of them playing at Hendricks College in Arkansas, Conway, Arkansas. 30 miles north, Little Rock. And we might have the
boy,
third
yes.
offside there on
Yeah.
number 12. They trapped him really well. Johan Arevelo.
We can do that all day. Give us a little bit of a break, rest your legs.
I guess so. Stay tuned. Here in about 8, 9, 10, 12 minutes, we'll have Jakob Burkel, the starting goalkeeper for the Fort Worth Vaqueros. Stay tuned. At halftime, we'll have an interview with him.
Yeah, I got some tough questions for him.
That's what I hear. I'm interested.
Oh,
I'm
just
interested.
kidding. But yeah, I do have some questions for him. Should be fun. Chat is going off a little bit. Kurt Blacksco says, "Let's go Vaqueros."
No doubt we'll be asking his favorite Roadhouse character, like we do almost everyone comes up here.
Says a lot about somebody.
Yes. Yes, it does.
I'm gonna go ahead and say he doesn't know that movie though. Just
It'd be kind of interesting if he does.
might be.
We'll find out.
We got a man down. Got our training team coming to assist. Quick water break for the boys.
For all of them.
And I'm loving this on the chat. Also, Alexis Gonzalez on Brownswood, also a D1 player, goalkeeper at UTRGV. So
Yes. I believe he is the only player on the squad, at least the one tonight, that plays for Rio Grande Valley.
Okay,
In Brownsville, hometown guy.
I love
You'd
that.
think there'd be way more of them, but nonetheless, many of these players, as you'd mentioned earlier, Megan, that they come from all over the place.
Yeah, all over the place, and I think it's kind of cool. I also think even just speaking Fort Worth, there's a lot of talent that Vaqueros are just trying to tap into and really look to. So even with just the development of our youth club and our academy teams, like it's going awesome. Fort Worth's the soccer town. We're turning it into a soccer town.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I feel like has been since we were kids playing.
I know it. Yeah.
There's a lot of it all around, and it's good to tap into that. And should be relative. I say that's an easy job. It's probably incredibly difficult to look in and see who's really good and who's playing against weaker teams and just looks really good. But there's enough schools around here that play really good soccer and clubs that play really good soccer
Oh, absolutely.
in our area that
Absolutely.
all of these teams in the Metroplex should be very competitive.
Yeah.
So nice defense by Abraham. J.J. Abraham there making up the ground on that pass, and an opportunity in the attacking third for FC Brownsville. This pass back. And this one into the arms of Ott, and he has some numbers if he wants them.
Yep, and here we go. Last 5 minutes or so of the game is where you really kind of want to pay attention. This is where the most goals usually happen. So I feel the tension building, and I think we're going to put one away here soon.
Here's Soror with a throw-in
Mark
to
my
Medina.
words. I bet you $5, Robbie.
Just 5?
All right.
I lost a bet earlier, so maybe.
Okay, there was a foul called by the referee right in front of the bench.
Uh-oh, in each other's face here.
Oh, they
No.
are. And
Okay.
just calm down, boys.
I know.
So Marco Don Juan, number 10, and Felipe Medina, obviously talking about the really nice
About
pink
the weather?
boots.
About the pink boots?
Really nice.
They're
They're really
just
nice pink boots.
Complimenting
Or
each
excuse
other.
me, that's Francisco Jaramillo. My problem. My bad. And the referee realizes there's nothing there, or at least we think so. Talking to the fourth official.
Might have been a little misunderstanding.
And the yellow card.
There was some sort of misunderstanding.
The yellow card on the bench.
On the bench.
He's very disappointed.
Don't get a yellow card on the bench. Like, stop talking. Come on now.
Sounds like my brother.
Sounds like your brother on the bench getting a yellow card. I'm going to tell him you said that.
Brownsville with their second yellow card of the match. This one a bench dissent. Specific player, kind of hard to tell because they've got a bib on, but we'll figure that one out at halftime. Nice play in there by Wizenot. Fort Worth could not convert. Here comes Constant here with a nice header over Adaveo.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead.
There's an opportunity. The referee's allowing play to go on.
That was really close to a dangerous injury, I think.
Yeah, that was. Oof.
Two players, both. Don Juan over the top of Grimm.
No,
Grimm may have committed a
nothing
foul.
there.
The play goes
wow.
on, and I'm not sure which foul we're booking or
I mean,
calling.
she's going to have to call it a little more tight because it's going to get a little more chippy here.
And I think she may have got talked into something. She wasn't sure about not calling the first one, and then. And
oh, yeah, give him a card.
We got another
Coach.
Give him the cheese.
The
coach may have received
Coach
it.
just got
So
one. He might. Might need to get their assistant coach up here in a second if he doesn't calm down a bit. Robbie, can you go down there and coach?
Something that does not look like Jonathan Robledo. He's not. He's usually the one wearing white. Nonetheless, it's a free kick. Defended well by Fort Worth. Elad getting into the fray. Fort Worth doesn't want to give up one here. They played so well. And Brownsville trying to do something here. Number 12.
No, it's outside the box.
It's outside or is outside the penalty area.
Yeah.
It's definitely outside the box, and I think he kind of got lucky and touched the ball too far away from himself and wasn't going to be able to get to it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we'll see a replay of this, but just looking at it first time, I feel like he lost the ball and knew he wasn't getting back to it.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a dangerous.
Fort Worth may have bailed him out there by defending, but nonetheless.
We need to go ahead and mark up on that outside. There we go.
That's number 10, Don Juan. Looks like Javier Ballesteros, either one of them taking it. And they do, and defended well by Fort Worth. That's such a tough area to try to defend and also try to shoot because you've got all the players in front of you.
And looks like we might do a quick restart.
So hard to defend for the goalie because they can't see. So this is the 5th corner here for Brownsville tonight, the first half. Fort Worth stay out of this. We're in stoppage time. That ball played out quickly by Fort Worth. UI passes it back to Silva.
Oh, what a great
Silva
move
with a great move on Mirador. Mirador coming all the way from his striker's post. And it yields the 6th corner kick for Brownsville.
Boy, now it's just time for this half to end.
Fort Worth content to leave only Seal, Elad, and Brownsville leaving 1 defender, so 7 players in the penalty area versus 9 for Fort Worth. And they score off of a header.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable. That hurts. I mean, being ready for that type of thing. Oh.
Played so good for 45 minutes. And then
here's the replay right here. I don't think we were ready for it. We weren't set. We got no one on the back post, really. Like, that's why you put someone on the back post. Dang it. I don't care if front post, back post is too young of a defensive move for a corner kick, but goodness.
Number 4, Luis Pena with the goal to break the 1-1 tie, or excuse me, the 0-0 tie. I wish it was 1-1.
And Matt, looking at that replay, it looked like he just kind of wandered in there without anybody knowing.
And so as soon as the ball was put down, the referee decides that the first half is over. That's a tough goal, Robbie, to give up off of a corner kick.
The last,
there.
like, 10 seconds, 5 seconds.
Yeah, one more clear, and we're at halftime.
Yeah.
So Luis Pena with the one goal in the first half. Makes it 1-0 here at halftime. And Fort Worth will have its work cut out for them. They played really well in this first half. Probably one of the quicker first halves we've seen Fort Worth play this season. Megan.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a heartbreaker there, like having to put in so much work and then it just kind of be taken away the last few seconds. But, you know, that's the way soccer goes, and they got another 45 to battle it out.
So stay tuned, everyone. Usually we don't have a halftime show. We do tonight, and we're very interested to hear what the Vaqueros starting goalkeeper Jacob Burkle has to say about the first half. So stay tuned with us. We'll get Jacob on here in just a second. Good evening, Jacob. Welcome to our broadcast.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So let's see. What were your impressions of the first half?
We were dominating.
I know.
Yeah.
We were dominating. I mean, unlucky goal in the last minute of the half, but I mean, nothing you can do there. I think it was just us not being organized in the moment, and then like they just finished it from a mistake. So.
Am I wrong to still be like, put someone on the front post and the back post, like make the goal smaller? Like, do you hate that as a goalkeeper? Or you kind of past that now?
I mean, I only like person on my front post. I don't like anyone on my back post or behind me. I mean, you can go faster forward than you can backwards.
Right,
so
sure. So that goal right there, what do you think? What do you think, like, Ott needs to step out a little bit more on the back there? Or, like, I mean, I don't know. That's hard. It just kind of takes you by surprise.
Yeah, goalkeeper, I'm going to be honest, there's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah.
From your defense point of view, I think you need a I don't know if I'm allowed to say our defensive formation.
You can say whatever you want.
But we're playing a zone on corner kicks.
Right.
I think we're disorganized in the zone there.
Sure.
We didn't have two people back post that we normally do.
Yeah.
And
so after that, are you yelling at your team? Are you kind of taking that, like, nothing we can do? Like, what do you kind of express to the team after that type of goal?
It was kind of driven, so I would have stayed on my line. If it was floating, yes,
Yeah.
I'm obviously getting that as a goalkeeper, as the level I play on. But it was driven, good header on the back post. No one was on the back post, but I wouldn't have anyone on my back post. But
you're mad. You'd be mad.
Yeah, I'd be pretty mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just this disorganization.
That's how it goes.
Well, it sure did look like the defenders were grouped around well enough. They were marking 1v1 with them. It's just that maybe they just lost sight of the goal scorer Pena. That ball seemed to float over. It was a perfect, I guess a perfect storm with the way it looked. But, yeah, you're right. You've got to defend much better.
Yeah.
So tell us about your situation this past week in practice.
Why aren't you playing again?
Right. Well. First, there's a lead into that. There's a lead into that that you got hurt in practice, maybe.
So the Monday prior to the Lubbock game, I broke my nose and my eye socket.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was just at practice. Perfect example. It was a corner kick. I collect the ball, and one of my teammates or one of the attacking players ran into my face.
It happens.
I toughened it up as I always do, and that Tuesday before training, I was like, I need to get an X-ray. Like, it's starting to swell up and stuff and get bruised. I've never had a black eye, and get an X-ray, and they're like, yeah, we'll contact you tomorrow, that Wednesday. And they said, yeah, you have a broken eye socket and broken hairline fracture on your nose.
Broken face?
Yeah.
You broke your face.
Hairline fracture on my nose. And I was like, oh, that's great. Like, is there anything I could do? Because I have a game Saturday and I'm playing. Like, there's no choice. And they're like, yeah, you can wear a mask. Like, yeah, I think we have some in the back, and they got some for me, so it was awesome.
So he comes out in the mask, right? And have you ever played in a mask?
No, I've never played in a mask.
And so, did you have any training beforehand you got in the mask,
yeah,
or
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I've practiced training with the mask to get used to it. But I mean, I've been playing without the mask my whole life, so.
And so, I just say this for the viewers at home that may have watched our game or didn't watch our match from last week. Unfortunately, Lubbock scored in the first minute of the match.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to ask you was the mask a problem when you saw their striker come down with the ball?
No excuses.
Okay.
I have no excuses.
Okay.
I mean, that was he's 5 yards away from me, nails the ball. Goalkeeper mistake. Like, I mean, professionals make mistakes like that. I mean, you just got to, as a goalkeeper with confidence, you got to just clear it out of your head. And I mean, you got to keep playing. And, I mean, I just kept playing, kept doing my thing. And, I mean, with the shot I forgot the guy's name, but he was good.
Yeah.
He shot it, like 5-10 yards away from me. He shot it right under my legs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, tried to put my knee down really quick, and just unfortunate goal.
It happens.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
And so the situation then, you played, at some point you took the mask off. I've had enough of it. I think that's what it looked like from up here. And then defended, they only had one goal.
So wait,
Lubbock
you
had
took
one
the
goal.
mask off. what did you say? Were you like, screw this mask?
Maybe said a little more than that.
Yeah? You just ripped it off?
They had a free kick and they're floating it in the box. And after I collected it, I was like, I can't wear this. Like, it just feels like a blockage in my way. So I was like, you know what? Like, if I get hit in the face, oh well.
Screw it. Take it off.
Threw it away.
Yeah.
I mean,
do you still have it? Or are you like, you're done now? Your face looks nice. It looks like it's okay.
It's gotten a lot better.
Good.
I still got like
plastic surgery. You know, just.
No.
Good thing your face isn't like your money maker. It's like your hands more, right? That's good. Break your face, not your hands, yeah?
Yeah, they said I have to wear it for 3 weeks, but I don't know.
You're like,
I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but I don't know.
You're going to do the best you can.
So the kids back home, wear your mask. But
wear your mask. You wear your mask all the time.
Anyone show up as Jacob Burkle at Halloween with a mask?
That's a great idea.
Maybe not. A little ways away, but something to think about.
Yeah.
So Evan Howard scored the goal, and the big guy, 6'5" guy from Coastal Carolina. We saw him from England, I guess, also from, and then he scores in the second half, on the first minute of the second half. It was obviously a game plan that they had to try to take or use their strength or height, pretty much, with him, and I know you didn't see the game, Megan. It just this ball just kept going right into him, right into their striker, and then he would rebound and backboard to somebody. However, Jacob played great.
Yeah.
You know, outside of those two, Fort Worth ended up getting two others late in the 70th minute and then almost in the 90th minute to tie the game. And so, unfortunately, in between that 70th and 90th, you received a red card.
Tell us about that.
Yes, go ahead, tell us about it.
I'm ready for this story.
I mean, it's a game of soccer. You got to do what you got to do. So it was a 1v1. Clear. I think it was around the 40 yards. 1v1. I come out, and he took a touch ahead of me, and he was going to dribble around me, and I had no choice but to grab him and hold him, but he ran into me and fell. So, I mean, that wasn't my initial plan. But the other team's coach went up to me and was like, "You're the best decision-making keeper I've ever seen."
Oh, look at that. That's a great compliment.
I was like, yeah, I'm sorry for your player. Like, I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah, had to do it.
The other team's bench even went up to me saying, good job, keeper.
I would have done it too, right?
I mean, as a defender, hopefully my defenders would have done that. I think they would. I have a lot of confidence in them. If they were to foul in a moment like that to keep us in the game. But I had to do what I had to do. So, I mean, it's unfortunate that I have to sit out this game because I really want to play.
Yeah.
Sure.
But
Jordan Knott's been holding it down.
Oh, he has.
He's doing great. Yeah.
I'm cheering him on.
I will say maybe a lot of people don't always think about a foul there being a good foul, but there really are having to make that decision. Let me foul now. If not, he's in. You said you were out here. You were at the 40 though. What did you say?
I was around the 20. He got split through the 40.
Oh, okay. He was okay.
I had to foul.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then again, in our first broadcast, you were making saves parallel to the ground. You were coming all the way up here for water breaks during the game. Oh,
that's right.
You were. You were everywhere. You were like the most entertaining goalie you've ever seen.
Yes, that first game I was like, wow, he's so confident. He's just like, I'm going to get some water. I'm good. I love it.
And we told the ladies in Fort Worth that your confidence level was so high that they'd have to worry about you at the stockyards that night.
Yeah, watch out, guys. He's going to the stockyards.
He was coming. So
he's going to be on the dance floor. Can you two-step?
Oh, I can two. I'm from Texas. I can.
Okay, good.
Two-step.
Just making sure. Just making sure.
Little more than two-step.
Right?
Okay.
From Mansfield High School.
Yes, sir.
Right, and a player for the Dallas Texans, I guess, at one time.
I was. Yeah.
It's been a while for that, and then now you went to. I can't remember the first place you went to, but you're not worried about that. Are you still playing with Lee?
Yes, sir. I'm still playing with
Lee Flame, yes.
Yeah, Lee Flames.
Yeah. Cleveland, Tennessee. Tell us a little bit about life in Cleveland, Tennessee.
Oh, it's awesome. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm loving it there. Team environment. We're going to be good this year.
Yeah.
I mean, we were ranked for a little bit. Stuff with the team happens with every team. But lost to West Florida in the GSC conference final. Yeah, lost to West Florida. It was unfortunate.
Tough game.
But this coming up season, we're ready. Yeah.
So let's see. Starting goalkeeper, you're a junior, incoming junior or a senior?
I was a redshirt freshman, so I was technically a freshman athletically.
Okay.
And played, and then I'm coming on my sophomore year.
Okay.
Academically, I'm gonna be a junior. Yeah.
Okay. So Cleveland, Tennessee, for all of you that don't know, is about 30 miles or so northeast of Chattanooga, I think. Something like that.
How far is that from Nashville? It's
on the middle of the state, right?
Yeah,
really?
Middle of the state, probably about an hour or two from Nashville.
All I know is Nashville. It's just a great place.
He's on the right side of the state.
Okay.
Right side of Tennessee.
All right.
Right. Yeah.
Like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. I could go to Nashville, swing by, come up, watch you guys play.
Yeah.
Like I could probably swing that. Okay.
Closer to Knoxville or that area.
Yeah.
45, 50 from Knoxville.
So, so you're the starting goalkeeper, D2 team. You're really enjoying what's happening. You have any plans to play past college?
Past college? Oh, definitely.
All right.
Yeah, I got some plans. My head coach at Lee University, he has some he played pro. I don't specifically remember what professional team he played on, but he played professional for 7 years.
Wow.
He has connections with professional teams in Europe and in America with MLS and MLS Next.
All right.
Yeah.
MLS Next Pro.
All right.
And yeah, he got our other goalkeeper, MLS Next Pro. So,
all right.
yeah, I'm looking forward
to that.
It's great.
Just stay in the mix and don't break your face anymore.
That was something that we've as we've interviewed players, we've come to find out even players at this level tend to get agents to help them out to play. I mean, it is very surprising. As you'd think that these players all in college, they want to play somewhere. Well, they want to play at the right place for the right coach.
Yeah.
And you had some opportunities to play in other teams, whatever, but you chose Fort Worth. Why was that?
I wanted to be close to home. For sure. And I mean, the Fort Worth Vaqueros, I played for another team in the PSO. I don't know if
you play with the Gallos. Gallos, right? Right?
Yeah, we don't talk about them.
We don't talk about them.
Yeah, we don't talk about them. And I was here, and I saw the environment here, and I was like, man,
I want to be there.
I want to be here. And I actually know Michael Grimm. I played club with Michael Grimm
cool.
and Michael Constant and Clay. I played with all
nice.
three of us. Yeah,
that's
all
cool.
three of us played together.
You were all on the same team?
Yeah, all in the same team. And
who was your coach?
Clint Kraft.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know if he's still coaching. He's like the director of
I've heard of him.
Yeah. Like that. But
that's fun.
Yeah.
Being back with just being a hometown and people you played with before and like that whole environment and like you guys have chemistry still and that's really cool.
And
I'm glad you got to do that.
I was just gonna train with like it was like Chattanooga FC or the MLS Next Pro team.
Yeah.
I was just gonna train with them and I was like, you know what, like I think I still need to develop, get some more game experience in. And me and Clay, like Michael was talking to me and Clay were like, let's do this.
Yeah.
Like let's Fort Worth, this environment's awesome.
Yeah.
So
I'm so glad that Clay did too. And we're friends with his dad, Alex, and
I love his dad.
they're great. So I was really happy to see him on the team also. But I'm really excited. Thank you for coming to talk with us. Oh, real quick before you go, have you seen the movie Roadhouse? Have you?
Yeah, I have.
You have? Okay. Do you like it? Do you like that movie?
It's the one with Conor McGregor, right?
No.
The new Roadhouse.
Oh, the new. That's what I was about to say. There's two.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, I didn't see the old one.
The old one. Okay, that's fine.
We'll let you pass on
What's your favorite cereal?
My favorite cereal? Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles growing up, that was the one?
Oh, yeah.
We got a box of that at home right now, too. Okay.
What's your favorite donut?
Favorite chocolate.
Just chocolate?
Donut.
Oh, and sprinkles. There you go. Good.
Well,
thank you for the survey.
Thank you so much, Jacob, for coming up here at halftime.
Yeah,
we appreciate it.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Well, maybe
excited to see you back on the field for sure.
Yeah. We're looking forward to seeing you. Thank you again for coming up. That was Jacob Burkle. He's also a communications major. We didn't get into that, but maybe he wants to take our jobs one day here, I'm sure. Thank you so much for Jacob for coming up here and talking to us through halftime, and we're getting ready to start. Unfortunately, Fort Worth down 1-0, courtesy of a Luis Pena, the captain of their team, with a header, left side of his head into the left corner of the goal. That's been the only scoring. That happened virtually at the end in stoppage time. Fort Worth with their work cut out for them, and they've had some chances, so we'll see what happens here as the teams reverse fields.
Matt, I think you're right. They absolutely had all the chances in the world and didn't convert. Sooner or later, you're going to need to, but I do believe that we will We need to shoot more, I think. We did get a couple of shots on goal. Their keeper came up big, but we've had plenty of chances to score. We should continue to get more. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. Very unfortunate to give up that goal so late. Just really, really bad luck, bad timing all around. But it's only one half, and we'll get it together. And I believe we've outplayed Brownsville, and sooner or later,
the ball doesn't lie.
The better team's going to win.
The ball doesn't lie, Robbie King. Doesn't. Well, the second half is brought to you by Legrand Plaza. Legrand Plaza is one-of-a-kind super regional shopping mall with over 300 stores in a family-friendly environment with a variety of events to enjoy every weekend. Legrand Plaza is a proud supporter of the Fort Worth Vaqueros. And I love Legrand Plaza. It has everything I need there. Soccer shops, the Mercado, great place.
Where Matt Quinn works. Yes, anyway, we move on.
Where do you work there? Oh, never mind. We don't want to know.
We don't want to know.
We don't
it's
wanna
not
know.
on the Mercado, I can tell you that. Back to live action here for Fort Worth.
They got churros over there?
They have lots of churros. Lots of
Is there a Hooters over there? Was that where it was, Matt? It was at Hooters.
Not, they don't have a Hooters yet.
Oh, okay.
Nonetheless,
Wild
Fort Worth,
pitch.
you're trying to attack.
Back to live action.
You got an opportunity here for Soror. He's trying to play that ball
back
up, and he
post,
is able to
back
come up
post.
with it. That ball is kicked out of bounds, played out of bounds by Brownsville.
Yeah.
A corner here for Fort Worth.
That's going to go for a corner for the Vaqueros. Brought to you by Aaron's on 7th Barbershop, the official barbershop of your Fort
Francisco Aramillo will take, at least I think he's taking it, him with the pink boots. I imagine you could find a pair of those and more at Legrand Plaza. Any size you'd like, but these size 12s are going to try to put this one.
I don't think it's a size 12.
He's got a big foot. Anyway, nice curl and a good chance. Out of bounds here for Fort Worth. The referee says this is a corner.
9.5.
That's going to become a corner.
He's got a big foot.
I don't know.
West corner.
Hey, Dynamite comes in small packages, Matt.
Sometimes, yes. Jaramillo going to take this shot from the other side. Played up, and Fort Worth not there.
No,
Jaramillo decides to play it all the way back to Abraham. Jordan Ott
looks like we got
unfortunately
another
plays it out.
special guest here.
We
Matt.
sure do. My gosh. Parker Plexco, welcome to the
Wow.
booth.
Thanks for having me.
Hey there.
Yes,
You
sir.
can sit down. Why don't you sit down? You're okay?
I don't know if I can see if I sit down.
Yeah, oh yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Whatever
good.
you're going to do.
I
There
can,
you
I
go.
can scoot up.
There you go. Rest your foot.
Yes, thank you.
It's good to see you.
You too.
Pinnacle Bank.
Well, Parker, we saw you in the first game, and what happened?
I broke my 5th metatarsal, had a Jones fracture there,
Oh, my gosh.
and so
Jones
yeah.
fracture's the worst. Did you have surgery?
Yeah, I had surgery
Okay.
this past Thursday.
That's really good surgery to have. I know will fix it permanently. My husband Jamie had it. Needs it on his other foot too, but like you got a screw in there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
good.
what the doctor was saying, that
It's
a lot
permanently
better.
fixed. Yeah. Man, I'm so sorry to hear about that.
Yeah.
But what's that recovery time look like?
So 6 weeks, hopefully I'm out of the boot and everything, walking, and then by 8 weeks, hopefully 100% all the way back.
Awesome.
Oh,
Good.
my. All right.
Good.
So that should be hopefully a week or two before the college season
Right.
starts. So
Right. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be good to go. So are you able to do a little bit of physical therapy now?
I haven't done anything yet. I
Mhm.
have a follow-up appointment the 6th.
Okay,
So
good.
hopefully I'll learn more then.
Yeah, definitely.
Like at least maybe be able to bike or something. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
know.
just
Those
sitting
little
around.
things
Yeah.
matter. I remember going through that. Those little things matter so much. So,
Yeah.
well, we're happy to have you up here. What did you think about the first half so far?
I thought we've played really well. It's just the final pass or shot has been a little bit off. We've had
Mhm.
lots of chances. And we just
Right
gotta
there.
finish.
I know David Sturr, I'm like, oh, like I know it's flashing back through his head, like those couple opportunities of having it right there, that extra touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I don't know if y'all watched the Champions League final today. It's
Sure
kind of like
did.
what happened with Dortmund. They had a lot of chances.
Yes, and right at the end there.
And then Madrid scored. But good thing is that happened to us at the end of the first half and not the game. So we
Yes.
still have time to
Right.
get something.
So have some time. Yeah, it's such a pleasant night to play soccer, too. You don't usually see that in June. This being the 1st of June, Abraham with a chance with Susini, Lisandro Susini. A discussion on the field of who should have the ball.
A little bit of chatter.
Parker was a very much of an integral part of the season 2 years ago for the Vaqueros, a leading scorer. And then coming from Stephenville to this environment, and then going to Oral Roberts.
Yes, sir.
Kind of an interesting conundrum here. So was when you came here through the first time around, what did you think?
Well,
what was your?
I was coming straight from high school,
right?
So it was a big jump in just like the size of players, the physicality, speed of play. But I mean, it really helped me get ready for college, and so I really liked it. Then spent one summer away, and then decided to come back and play again.
And unfortunately, that injury, hopefully that'll get you back into the training and getting all the way back to Tulsa, back to school.
Yeah, so I'm actually transferring to Midwestern State this
Oh,
next year.
okay.
Oh, are you? Wow.
Okay.
Announcement.
Okay. You heard it here
I
first.
love that. Heard it here first.
Heard it here second. We've got a yellow card here on number 12. So, on number 12, Johan Arevelo. That's the 4th yellow card for Brownsville.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that, Parker? Just the number of cards every game, like, is that a little high compared to your other teams that you play on? It's just
I think there's a lot more early cards here.
Mm-hmm.
I think like at ORU, we would get a lot of cards, but they would come a lot later in the game. So I think some of these cards are dumb and could be avoided by both teams.
Yeah.
Just getting on a yellow this soon in the game. It's not too soon now, but like in the first half, 15 minutes in, getting a yellow.
Right. That doesn't make sense.
It puts you under a lot of pressure for the rest of the game.
Well, it sure does. You're carrying a yellow really early. You have to start really watching the way you play. And sometimes those players can bait you into it. Mm-hmm. And not a good thing. Well, now maybe we're the second to hear that you're transferring. I apologize. I didn't know that until just now. Congratulations, I guess.
Yeah,
yes,
congratulations. Glad you're closer for people to come watch.
Yeah, it's about 2 hours away from Stephenville, so my parents are a lot happier too.
I bet.
Right.
I bet. Not too far away. Midwestern State in Wichita Falls.
And what year will you be at school?
I'll be a redshirt junior.
Okay.
I have 3 years of eligibility left.
Okay,
I redshirted
nice.
my first year at ORU.
Nice.
So. All right. Playing down in the corner with number 10, Marco Don Juan, and Francisco Jaramillo. It turns into a goal kick here for the Vaqueros. And I know you're itching to get out there, Parker. And I guess this question's really about your coach, Marola. He said that he doesn't necessarily like systems, but more likes the players that makes the system. Mm-hmm. Have you enjoyed playing for Coach Marola? Maybe that's a loaded question, but
no, I have. That's why I came back.
Boy,
there's an opportunity here.
Cut it back.
A nice save.
Oh my goodness.
That's a good save. That's a big save.
Yeah, that was.
Nice save.
No, that's nothing there. That's nothing. No, she didn't.
Ordonez with the shot and save, and it appears a penalty kick.
No.
The penalty has been called by the referee here.
Well, that's pretty weak. That's.
He's looking for contact.
Yeah, instant replay here. Let's take another look at that. Cuts it back.
All 4 referees in the room.
Clears
I don't think we
out.
like that one at all. There's actually 6 referees in the room. Anyway, that's a little tough for this level, but
Robbie King sees contact. I'm gonna go with him then.
The referee. Wait.
Oh, they're having a little talk.
They're trying to get the players to come out of the penalty area, so they cannot access, even if they are far away from it. Cannot be in the 18 until the kick is taken.
All right, Parker, is he gonna push it or pull it? What do you think? What you got?
He's left-footed, I think.
Yep.
I always push it, and I'm left-footed. So
you always. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna know which way you're gonna go.
I think he's going goalie left. Taking the kick, number 22, Ordonez, who had the original shot that was blocked by Ott. Referee making sure that everyone is outside 10 yards away from the ball. A nice shot by Ordonez to make this 2-0.
Yep. Well. So now we're down 2-0. Parker, you can kind of help us out. What's the conversation like now on the field?
It's just got to mean more urgency, but it's still being calm. I mean, there's still 35 minutes left.
Yeah, a lot of time.
There's plenty. If you can get one without until like 15 or 20, before 15 or 20 is left in the game, you'll be fine.
Right,
but
plenty of time and just
staying calm in front of goal when we get those chances.
Composure.
In our last match here on YouTube, the Vaqueros were down 2-0 to Lubbock. In 70th minute, they scored a goal by Michael Grimm, and then in the almost 90th minute, a goal by Jaramillo to knot that game up. So Fort Worth, is this where they really want to be? Down 2-0? I doubt it, but nonetheless, they've been down before this season. Don't we say that the worst lead is 2-0? I know a 2-0 lead is the worst. Is that right?
Yes, that is right.
But I never understand why. Parker, what do you think about it?
I disagree with that.
What?
I think it's crazy just to say that 2 is worse than 1, but I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I've seen it from several different standpoints, perspectives of being the coach, being the player, and just being down 2-0, thinking you're confident, and then that first goal, they just get all the momentum back.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing's probably complacency, because you get the second goal, and you relax for a little bit, and then that's when they get their momentum.
Right, and the whole game can just turn. You know, I mean, I've seen some crazy things. We're up in playoffs 3-1, and going to lose 4-3. You know what I mean? They could just, and sometimes you can feel just like the energy changing on the field. But you're right. I mean, not to say that it's not like you should not feel, hey, we're up 2-0. How do you not feel confident on that? You know?
Well, because it's tight, 1-0. You're stressed, making sure everything.
Yeah.
You know.
You don't want to mess
up. You're switched
up.
on the whole time.
Right.
Then you get the second goal.
And then you're like, oh, we're screwed.
Yeah.
We're screwed now. It's 2-2. Like, I don't know. But I say that every time.
One thing to think about here in the game strategy, Brownsville has to play a game tomorrow at 2 o'clock versus the Denton Diablos to make up for the postponement on Thursday. So something to think about, that they may play a little bit, I guess, more defensively now with a 2-0 lead.
No, I
Who knows? But nonetheless, they've got 2 matches in 18 hours they have to worry about with 18 dressed players. So.
And I see one sub maybe, and he's the one carrying the yellow card as well. Like.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. Neither team has subbed.
Oh boy,
no!
Miscommunication there.
Miscommunication and an opportunity here for Brownsville. And they score.
Oh, man.
Javier Ballesteros picks up the pass and scores. It's 3-0 Brownsville.
Don't have to worry about that 2-0 scary lead anymore.
No.
What's the conversation now, Parker? What do we say now?
I mean, you still just get one. Helps get
one
you back
at a time,
in it.
right? One at a time.
I mean, all their goals they've not come in the run of play. They've been against the run of play, but still 3 goals. So.
Javier Ballesteros with the
only 14 minutes in the game.
And now is when sometimes you'll start pointing fingers. So it's important to make sure you don't start pointing fingers and stay positive and start doing what you can to get back into the game.
Right. Looks like we got our subs warming up here on the sidelines too. Like, might have to make some changes.
Starting to run around in the back. Brownsville with 4 yellow cards and also 3 goals. Fort Worth with neither of anything like that in those categories. Interesting. 3-0 here, Brownsville.
Yeah, Brownsville I know they have several order players that are experienced, and they'll waste as much time as they can and make it a lot more difficult on us.
And Fort Worth history against the FC Brownsville have been difficult. They've lost 4-1 in both the last 2 seasons here and in Brownsville.
Good idea.
Brownsville also made the playoffs last season. They were the representative from the Lone Star Conference of the NPSL. They got into round 3, and you see one of the players down near the goalie, Ott. have a stoppage in play here.
Remember to visit Hooters of Fort Worth, the proud sponsor
And so,
of your Fort Worth Vaqueros.
Brownsville
Thank you to the financial advisor
and making it to round 3
Fitzgibbon of Edward Jones.
last season, losing to Southern States and Georgia. They got to the final 16. 87 teams this year, no regions in the NPSL, just conferences, and there are 13 of them. Some of the conferences, very interesting, have 6 teams. Some of them have 3. This one has 10, or excuse me, 8. And so only the first 4 teams make the playoffs. Fort Worth here in danger of losing this match and
we need some
really
wins.
hurting themselves. That opportunity, their 4th game of the season. Fort Worth has no wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss for 2 points. We'd mentioned earlier, Brownsville playing only their 2nd match. They won against Austin United FC last week 2-0, and they have 3 points so far in this young season for them.
In all very close games with the Vaqueros, those draws and even that loss against the Diablos was very, very close games, very close, intense games. So
That's what Coach Marola had said. He said that we could very well be talking about 2 wins.
I know. It's just
And
soccer's
where the
crazy
ball
like that.
bounces, if they can convert some penalty kicks and get some bounces their way, we could be seeing something different. Let's see. Parker, I want to ask you a question, though, now that you're transferring to Wichita Falls. What made you choose them? Is it really close to home, like you'd said, or is it the play that they have, the coach, anything like that?
Well, so they were recruiting me a lot out of high school as well, and I liked their coach there. And so along with their style of playing coaches, it's a big reason as to why I'm transferring.
Sure.
Being close to home is just something my parents will like. That's not – it sounds kind of bad, but that wasn't too much of a factor in where I was choosing to go.
Sure.
I mean, you love your mom.
I do, yes.
And your
But-
dad.
But depending
That's
on
okay.
on where I would have went if there was a good opportunity somewhere, I wouldn't
Yeah,
I
of
wouldn't
course.
let location stop me too much.
So if they're like, hey, let's just ship you off to Barcelona, like you'd be fine with that?
Yeah. My
Okay.
parents would support that too. We've talked about stuff like that in the past.
Yeah, that's what my 11-year-old son Jonah is like. Just ship me off to Barcelona, or I don't even care. Like, bye.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
I don't know if they would have done that when I was 11 years old, but
Yeah.
Now-
Yeah. Will you talk to him for me and tell him to like chill out with all that?
yeah,
'Cause-
okay, after the game.
Sure.
Okay. Good.
Sure. So Stephenville, let's see, Yellow Jackets. You've got some other players on our Vaqueros team that were teammates of yours when you started making state level runs.
Yes, Dylan Cabrera. He was on my team my senior year when he was a sophomore, and we went to the state semifinals that year.
Right, and against Castleberry 2 years ago, both of you scored 2 goals in that match against Castleberry, somewhere in there, maybe the quarterfinals. So
Yeah. I think I only scored 1 that game. I
Okay.
Can't remember. Maybe you're right. I can't remember, to be honest.
Like a typical number 10 you are. You can't remember all the goals you've scored. That's good. That's good.
So many.
I do remember that game, though. It was 2-2 at halftime. Well, we went up 2-0. They came back 2-2 at halftime, and we ended up winning 4-2.
What did it happen to be on
There
this
you go.
field?
It was not. It was
Okay.
at the regional tournament, so it was, I think, Northwest.
Wow.
Did you say they were up 2-0? Is that what you said?
No, we went up 2-0,
Okay.
and then they scored 2 before halftime. We got chewed
Okay.
out at halftime, but then we came out and
Okay.
won the
Yeah, I
game
just
4-2.
want to. Yeah, that 2-0 lead. Oh, yikes. But that's good.
And we were hoping to see the combination of you two at some point, unfortunately, with the injury. And we haven't seen much of Mr. Cabrera, though.
Yeah, I know last weekend he had high school graduation
Right.
stuff to
Mhm.
How
worry
about that?
So he wasn't able to be here for that.
We don't see very many players come straight from high school to this level, although they probably could, I'm sure. There's some out there, but we don't normally see
coming.
that.
They're coming next year.
We don't normally see that. So anyway, nonetheless. All right. What's your major? What are you planning on doing
well,
after soccer?
I want to coach collegiately and then hopefully professionally afterwards. So at ORU, I was sports management, but I believe I'm going to do some sort of kinesiology at Midwestern.
Okay.
Nice.
And so get into some of that before
Gotta
hopefully
deny
being
the
able to-
shot here. Oh,
That's a
good,
good
save.
That's a really good save.
Great save. Ooh.
And a great
heck?
save.
Oh, but now he's like getting up on him. You better card him for that. Like, why are we having contact there?
If there's a card there, Ordonez would be out of the match.
Why is that not a card?
With 5 yellow cards issued by the referee. A great save on by Ott on Roberto Ordonez there. They keep it 3-0. Fort Worth needs just something here to make it interesting.
One at a time.
Ball played out well by Martinez. And this ball long, Ibrahim with a chance off of his head and out. Well, Parker, we don't want to keep you too long.
All right.
You know, thank you so much for coming up here and talking about your life and what we're going to do. Hopefully we'll see you next season.
Yes, sir.
Hope so. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Parker Plaxco. You might remember him from 2 seasons ago, the leading scorer in the team. And unfortunately, out for this season, and hopefully everything will work out at Midwestern State University for him.
Thank you.
Fort Worth here needing an opportunity here to get something moving. 21 minutes into the second half, or 66 minutes into the match. Fort Worth down 3-0. They played well, but unfortunately haven't gotten some of the bounces here in this second half. Maybe there's an opportunity here for Michael Grimm. We've got some opportunities as well here for number 13, Rylan Sibley. Number 14, Danny De La Cerda coming in for that's David Sarur coming out. And this looks like as well Landon Wizenant coming out.
It was nice talking to Parker. I was a little nervous. I don't know if I was myself or not, but I tried.
It sounded great.
It did? Okay, good.
You were just fine.
I forgot to ask him about Roadhouse.
No, that's okay.
Dang
I think he'll be all right.
Maybe next
and the
time.
cereal next time.
Next time we'll ask him about his cereal, yes. I think we'll get it next time for some reason.
For some reason.
I do like that the first Roadhouse question went to the remake, which I have not seen.
I haven't seen it either.
It was absolutely terrible.
Yeah, and maybe that's why. But I like that he acknowledged it. It's good.
Yeah, he acknowledged it. Second one.
Fruity Pebbles.
Interesting.
Yeah. My kids want me to give a shout out to the Skippity toilet, whatever that means.
I don't know what that means.
I'm so tired of hearing about it. Skippity toilet.
I have no idea what that means.
You don't know what that means? Okay, well, don't look it up.
I'm a dad of 3 girls. I have no idea what that means.
Just ask them what it means.
Right.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, there
you know what? You know it. Yes.
There's an opportunity here for Brownsville, and that ball a little too quick. Played well by Constant as he plays the ball out. Rylan Sibley into the game. A Burleson High School graduate. A shout out to John Carlock, I'm sure, who's enjoying multiple beers in his garage watching this in Burleson.
Nice.
And he has a daughter. He has a son and a daughter, but his daughter earned 12 letters at Burleson High School. And that has got to be some kind of record.
12 letters.
12 letters. 4 years of volleyball, 4 years of basketball, 4 years of soccer.
Wow, that is amazing.
You don't see that very often anymore,
no,
especially in a 5A school.
Yeah.
In a 5A school, someone doing that. And she was first team all-district in all 3 of those sports this season.
That's impressive.
That's very impressive. She's going to play basketball at Western Texas College in Snyder, and I can't wait to
That's cool.
find my way out to Interstate 10 and watch her play. Anyway, Rylan Sibley. One of the very few players we see from Burleson High School, not Centennial, but Burleson High School is out on the pitch tonight, coming back after graduating from Texas Wesleyan. Still has the soccer urge in him, and he's out there playing defense. There he is with the ball. And a pass up to and through to Jaramillo.
Get a switch here.
This is a good switch. It's an opportunity for Fort Worth. Got to capitalize here. This ball going across and saved by the defense. But another chance here for Fort Worth as the ball played in.
Still got it. Let's switch
Can
it
they
again.
find something? Here with De La Cerda also coming into the match. Number 7, Jaramillo with a cross, but played out, and another chance with a corner kick here. 20 minutes remaining in this match in regulation.
I like
Fort
the
Worth
energy.
down.
I
Yeah,
like the
3-0.
energy for sure.
The energy's great, but we've just seen it time and time again, not just in this
There's
game.
a chance.
You're
Oh,
right. Put it back in.
Grimm with a chance. A one-timer goes nowhere. This one floated in. Oh, an in-between ball. A nice ball there played by Gall, but the goalkeeper, Martinez, all over it.
Matt, I feel like we're watching replays of every time we get the ball in the corner and make a cross.
It just doesn't.
We cannot connect on the final ball.
You're not kidding, Robbie. Just seems like there's cross after cross.
Oof.
A nice play by Jaramillo, but an equally better play there by Ordonez. Number 22, he scored the third goal off of a penalty kick. Or excuse me, the second goal from a penalty kick earlier. Fort Worth moving the ball well. This ball to Medina.
Ouch.
A little too strong for him, and this may Seal is on
I'm not really sure what happened there
the
either.
ground here for Sealy Ladd. Number 9 is down. And got to come out and take a look at it. Also,
it's kind of bad.
A Brownsville player, number 4, again, Pena. I think he's been down on the floor more times than a heavyweight.
Quick look
boxing match. Been on there 4 times or so, so they're going to stop play for both of these players.
I don't know there. I think he did. They just kind of got tangled up a little bit right there. I'm not sure if that was a foul, but mainly just kind of tangled up legs there. But now, why is this guy down now?
Milking the clock.
I'm sorry, like,
I mean,
oh, you're going to get stretched. I want to stretch. Yeah, milking the clock. You're right. And that's exactly what
we can take
Plaxco
off another
said.
45 seconds of this
Plaxco
game.
was like, their experience, they'll start milking the clock, wasting time.
There's nothing wrong with that. We would do it too.
It's part of the, yeah.
You see number 4, Pena, scored the first goal in the first half off of a corner kick, off of his head. Pena, the captain.
And I'm not sure, Matt, what went on in the last or the first 20 minutes of this half.
I know.
We were so good in the first half until the last 10 seconds, and then the second half has just been totally different. If Brownsville made changes, if we just got complacent, I'm not sure. Mistakes in the back, I mean, I get it that they happen. We're not getting the chances that we got in the first half. We still had a few, but it just looks like a replay of everything we've seen.
And Seal Elad had come off the field. He is out for the rest of the match. And unfortunately, for them, Seal hasn't been able to capture any of the magic he had early in the first 2 games. Coming in for him is number 19, Dylan Wisenhunt. So both the Wisenhunt boys will play tonight.
Yes.
And then it looks like Ian Arends, we've seen him play the 6 and the 8 this season. He did not start tonight. He looked like he might be ready to get going. He had some issues with some quad muscles, I guess, earlier, and that's why he did not start. So you're seeing a lot of players starting to mobilize around the Fort Worth Vaquero bench to keep this pep going.
Fresh legs.
The referee allowing play to go on. A Fort Worth throw-in. This one a long one. A nice header and
hey, good look.
A great chance. A great chance there by Medina, but it just didn't work out. A nice save there by Martinez. Abraham. Number 19, Wisenon in the game with a nice header and a try there. Fort Worth with the ball. They're going to play it back.
That's a good idea. Keep possession, move the ball up, forward.
Gall plays the ball long to Sibley. One touch up. Defended well by Brownsville. Fort Worth continuing to move the ball around, but it sure does look like they're starting to park the bus a little, Robbie.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
Coming fast.
Gall with a long one.
Their game coming up tomorrow and a 3-0 lead, and you're 30 minutes into the second half. That's exactly what they're doing.
Yep. They have not. Brownsville has not made a substitution. Fort Worth with all of them. Brownsville with 5 cards as well. It's very interesting why they haven't made a substitution, because they would be out for tomorrow's games. These players that are still out here.
Take away their last sub over there. Oh, look, you know what? Now they got 3.
That's a really good point. Is I would get some of those players off the field immediately.
Constant trying to play the ball backwards.
Oh,
and that's Jaramillo, and I think with these players on the field, they've got to get them off, because anything from behind, the referee seems to have an itchy trigger finger.
An itchy what?
Itchy trigger finger. In other words, she's going to book somebody here from anything from behind. It just.
Thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Here comes Clay Murador on his left foot. A nice pass, but blocked well. Grimm here with an opportunity, just like the other night.
Give it back to him.
The 70th minute, Grimm hit one from around that space, and we're at that same time now.
Brownsville's got a man down.
Jaramillo. The ball too strong.
The quality right there is just not good enough.
It sure does seem like they're all falling, and there may have been
no one can get up.
It seemed like they're having the same issues. All the players seem like they may be having cramps or something.
I mean, it's just hard to watch. It just, it's annoying. But, okay, here comes the team. Capitalize on our time.
Very good conditions here. The currently 71% humidity, and the temperature is 81 degrees. We've a beautiful Texas sunset out on the west side of the field.
I believe this is called clock management.
It may be called that. This is one of what people used to charge me with a Matt Quinn timeout. Timeouts in soccer. Just let me sit here for a minute and, let everybody get their breath. And it's okay. Yeah, it's all right. Then I'll hop up and get some magic spray or something.
Magic spray, that's what we need. Get some magic spray.
Or
I'm about
Miller.
to run out there.
It depends on how old you are, but a Miller Lite would be good sometimes on the
Absolutely. Why does that sound so good right now?
Anyway.
Speaking of Miller Lite, are we doing rabbit hole after this?
Why don't y'all come down and see us? Yes, please.
Well, I don't know. Jacob said he was going to be two-stepping in the stockyards. I need to go check that out.
What?
Plaxco, I don't think he can, though. I meant to ask him that, too. Dang it.
I'm sure he two-steps.
Well, we discussed, Matt, that you two-step also, right?
I have known to two-step, yes.
What about you, Robbie?
Oh, I do not.
Oh.
At least you admit it. That's good. Immediately.
I just will try to lead.
Awesome.
I just want to lead, and Jamie can't keep up sometimes.
And the players, they're in your camera. They're kind of taking their own time, making their way around. We'll see how much time the fourth official has at this. The first movement off the bench, number 21, Rivera, number 21 coming on.
It would have been nice to have that second game against Brownsville. I would have taken that.
Vera coming into the match, and I believe we'll have to get some help with this to see who is coming out. I think it'd be really cool if this league invested in a gigantic clock like you see in every game. You can see the numbers coming in and out. I'm just saying, NPSL, come on. There's 87 teams.
Big John Boy said, I hear you, Mr. Quinn. Thank you for your kind words about my girl, Burleson Lady Elks 2024. And yes, the beer in my garage is cold and free. Gosh, that sounds great.
It's a big garage, too. Anyway, let's see here. Fort Worth about to put in 4 players. Coming off, it looks like Michael Grimm. And coming on is 16 Arens. Coming off, number 7, Francisco Jaramillo. And number 6, Felipe Medina. Coming on, Tyler Little making his 15th straight match. And looks like also J.J. Abraham is coming off. Okay, everybody's going to get a chance to play here, looks like.
That's right.
Dylan Cabrera also into the match. Now, we talked to Parker Plaxco about him.
Mm-hmm.
Making a...
I think I also saw Colton coming in as well, 15.
Colton Roundtree also into the match. You see him down here below us. It's Gavin Gall playing that ball out. Number 26, Echevarria, going to yield to Alessandro Sosini. Number 2. And virtually everybody on the roster will play tonight. That's number 15, Roundtree.
And I kind of like that for Coach Marola, just kind of saying, hey, you know what, we're down 3-0. Let's go ahead and get you guys in. And honestly, like, if you're a sub looking for minutes, this is your time. Like, show us what you got right now.
A ball played by De La Cerda to Little, but it's a little too quick for Mr. Little.
Good one.
I'm good for one a day, I think. But a broken clock. All right, we'll see.
Yeah, that's going to be
that Roundtree.
I mean, let's just play smart, buddy.
Colton Roundtree there with a 2-minute minor and a free kick for them. 2-minute minor for cross-checking. We hope the Stars can pull out Game 6 tomorrow. We're very confident with that.
Oh, they're done.
What?
It's over.
I do, but I think it's different. I think the Stars will
Classic.
win. I do think the Stars will
Robbie.
win. My 2 favorite.
They'll win the whole series or just tomorrow?
They'll win tomorrow.
So
I'm not sure about the series, but I have a good feeling about the Stars winning tomorrow.
So you'd bet on that?
I'd bet on that.
Oh, boy.
And a foul here we might have, and the referee's gate kind of showed us probably a booking, but nope.
Free kick for the Vaqueros.
Anybody that knows me knows I'm an unabashed Boston Celtic fan. And my 2 favorite teams are playing in the NBA Finals, so this is going to be very tough for me.
I'm sorry I didn't know that about you.
We've already established this year that I'm from Maine. So
but I didn't know that you would go for Boston.
There's a chance here for Fort Worth.
Just help us out
They can
here.
mark the save. What a save by Andres Martinez. Dylan Cabrera, we saw what Coach had been talking about. He said he's one of the best finishers he's ever seen. And right there, Cabrera, even though he's running away from goal, had a nice shot on Martinez, but just could not convert.
And here's a quick another look. That great pass in the box. And the shot saved.
Here comes Tyler Little with the ball. Lubbock Christian graduate. The second season, and an opportunity here for Brownsville, and they score.
And that was a clinical finish.
Yeah.
Goal for Brownsville.
Here comes the replay on that goal.
I mean, just that pass right there. No one running with him. That's going to happen every time. Tough, but
It is tough. That's a good goal. It looked like Fort Worth was starting to play a little bit better in the second half and then just get punished like that. They need to take the last 10 minutes and put some things together like we talked about, the new people coming in off the bench that maybe don't get the same amount of minutes. Now's your time to shine. And there should be zero pressure.
Right. And I hate to say it, but, you pull your starters out.
Ballesteros
what do you think is going to happen?
Yes. Javier Ballesteros with his second goal of the match occurring in the 83rd minute. Makes it 4-0. He is promptly taken out of the game. And coming in for him is Antonio Padilla, number 5.
Guys,
a brace
if
for
I
him.
had to ask you with 2 minutes left in the first half, if I'd have told you there's going to be 4-0
For real?
in the 40th minute for Brownsville, would you have believed me?
I would not have believed you.
No.
I would not have believed you.
It's just funny how that set the whole tone for
it absolutely
the rest of the game,
So, Fort Worth here with 7 minutes in regulation time, and I'm sure a little bit more.
We should have about 5 or so.
Yeah, I feel like maybe 7.
Well, at 4-0 at some point, they kind of just blow the whistle, I think.
She's done a pretty good job. She's calling it pretty tight. There's, it's not an easy job out there, especially as a woman having to sit around a bunch of dudes yelling in your face.
Watch yourself.
What I'm just saying, it's hard. That's a hard job.
I think she's done a great job.
She's doing a great job, yeah.
And she's got some reasons why she's done a great job tonight. So
smelly dudes all up in your face.
I guess so.
trying to say women don't sweat when they play?
I did not say that. They just smell different.
Back to live action. Clay Mirador trying to get through 3 players but cannot, and then he may have hurt his ankle there with a kick. And the referee decides to stop play here because of the foul.
Yeah, and Matt, I wasn't even looking at that.
I was looking at Clay.
Yeah,
like
so
down.
was I.
Clay Mirador got clipped in the previous match, and then this one he had unfortunately trying to take on 3 players. I don't know if there's another bench player that can come on for Clay, but for Fort Worth here. But the referee saw the foul committed by Fort Worth.
It's going to be a free kick for Brownsville.
And Brownsville here, 40 yards from goal.
It's never too late to learn something at Tarrant County College.
Here comes Don Juan. This one taken by Ordonez. Fort Worth a little strung out here, and Clay Mirador looks great right now running across the pitch.
Does he?
He does. He's not favoring his ankle. He's trying to run it out. Do we like to see? There's an opportunity here for Roundtree. He throws the ball back, and this ball back to Arends.
Switch here.
A nice switch.
Oh, he's there.
A little too long on the Castleberry turf. Picked up by Martinez. One thing we haven't talked much about, Martinez has played a great game.
Mm-hmm.
He's cut off all Fort Worth's angles. He's gotten a little lucky a couple times, here and there in the first half, but he's kept his team in the match. And
yeah.
I was really impressed with how quickly he got off his line, especially in the first half, staring into the sun.
Looks like this might be a booking on Gavin Gall, and it is the first time. That's the first.
The first one for us?
Against Fort Worth, yes.
Well, hey, that's 5. A record.
We got that going for us.
Yeah, let's focus on that positive.
That's the first anything into the score sheet. The 87th minute, when Gall receiving a yellow card, the cleats finding its way up in the air. And
I mean, it's tough when you're down 4-0, a couple minutes left. Your emotions are you're not happy with yourself, and you just kind of happens. You get a little reckless.
Brownsville.
Daniel Sierra comes into the match.
Brought to you by North Texas Orthopedic and Spine.
This free kick to be taken by Marco Don Juan, the 2-man wall. It's like coming off as number 22 Ordonez. Probably a good idea. He's sitting on a yellow and a 4-0 lead. 3 minutes to play.
Yep, just get out of this. No injuries. Regroup.
It looks like former Fort Worth Vaquero Kai Nyland, number 16, is coming into the match for Brownsville as well. And Daniel Torres. So coming off. Coming off and taking a little while to do so. Number 26, Jose Echeverria. Also coming off, number 19, Ojinyi. Fort Worth advancing. Gavin Gall. It's to Cabrera. Dylan Cabrera there, held by number 11, by number 12, Alivelo. An opportunity for Fort Worth, but no chance into the waiting arms of Martinez as it has been all night.
Clay's still working. He's still looking for it. He's not giving up.
Clay, another 90-minute match for him. I don't know if something were to happen to one of the players here, they'd have to play short because virtually everyone on the Vaqueros side is down or playing.
Well, with only a few minutes left, Matt, let's hope it does not come
Let's
to
hope
that.
it doesn't come
Better
to that.
not.
Brownsville waiting to play keep away here from Fort Worth.
And that's kind of why I don't know that we'll necessarily see a 7-minute stoppage time.
That's true.
At some point, let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, I agree
along.
with you.
Move
I
along.
agree.
Roundtree back to Arends. Arends looking, De La Cerda. Roundtree with 2 players on him, De La Cerda. They're playing this 2-man game. This ball back to Gall across the field. All looking for something, and there's an opportunity there for Wizenant. But, oh, my, a very nice play. Dylan Wizenant trying to get a top of his head.
That was really nice. And it almost worked out. It almost had Martinez fooled as in being off his line just a little bit. And
I think it had Martinez totally fooled.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate, right, where it went?
Yeah, absolutely.
In stoppage time now, 90-plus minutes here. The FC Brownsville with a match tomorrow against Denton, who we've mentioned.
I'm really curious
2 o'clock. And
see how that's going to go for them.
But a 4-0 lead here. You're watching YouTube on YouTube, the Fort Worth Vaqueros soccer program, and unfortunately, it looks like this one's going to be a little difficult tonight here for Fort Worth to swallow. Looking at their 2nd loss of the season.
Boy, and Brownsville just keeps on coming too.
They do.
They're not just conceding to go all the way back to the
they're
goalkeeper.
going to goal every time.
They're going to goal again.
Still continuing to move here. Don Juan with the ball. 2 Vaqueros on him. That ball passed back out to Shapir Salawamjindi. He just came into the game. Number 23 played back. Fort Worth still attacking. And ball to Nyland. Fort Worth able to recover. Arends with it. Keep in mind, fans, Fort Worth playing their next match against Lubbock in Lubbock on the 6th, or excuse me, the 8th, next Saturday. And then back here for 2 matches on June 13th, the Thursday, and on Saturday the 15th against West Texas. So we got almost a doubleheader, 2 games in 3 days.
Oh man.
That's
2 games remaining, and that's Colton Roundtree down.
In the game.
Gosh, dang it.
Colton Roundtree down. Holding his back.
Yeah, that looked like it hurt a little bit, but he is on his feet.
Yeah. That's where that's why I don't go up for those anymore. Once you turn 40, not doing
40? It's a 30.
Arends here, the free kick.
I'm sorry. I meant 29.
Arends here, the free kick. This one right on goal, but
sliding in.
Picked up quickly by Martinez. We are into the 4th minute of stoppage time. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Unfortunately, the result is probably not what we wanted, but we appreciate everyone all around the world has watched us tonight. We learned a lot about our 2 players here, Burkle and Parker Plexco. Hope to see him next season.
Yeah, it was good to talk to them. Some things figured out in my mind.
Thank you for all the comments, too. Good or bad, we appreciate them.
Good or bad.
That means you're watching.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
We like it all. So make sure y'all keep watching every live.
Long ball to Ott, and then
watching from Brazil. How about that? See.
How about that? Thank you.
Looks like a correction, not Daniel Torres, but Diego Torres for Brownsville. Sorry about that.
I take the rosters when they give them to me. I know none of these players personally in the other teams, but nonetheless, the game, the match is over. And that was a kind of an interesting
Did you see that?
end to the game, but
what?
I'm not going to say anything too. We'll just move on from this.
Okay, that's
let's just say that on radio we'd have to explain it, and thankfully we don't have to here.
I missed it.
Nonetheless,
tell me later.
Yeah.
Sure, the referee group is coming up to the center, And unfortunately, Fort Worth losing 4-0 tonight to Brownsville. A tough opponent. They've had tough difficulties with Brownsville every season, but this one way more difficult. 5 cards for Brownsville, 1 for Fort Worth, 4 goals for Brownsville, 3 in the second half.
They came out ready to play second half.
I don't understand what happened at halftime. I never ever would have thought this would have ended up 4-0.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of speechless. 4-0. Brownsville came ready to play the second half. They came. They capitalized on all their chances. They did well, and I'm sad to say it, but we'll get in there next time.
All right. So Fort Worth here looking forward to the second half of the season. They played their 4th game here tonight. No wins, unfortunately. 2 ties, 2 draws, and 2 losses. Brownsville's record increases to 2-0-0 and 6 points in the NPSL, and they've got a game tomorrow for all of you that might be interested in that. And so this was a tough one, but we'll look forward to the next one. Fort Worth playing on the road at Lubbock next Saturday at 7:30. And then our next home game here, June 13th, a Thursday night edition of Fort Worth Vaqueros soccer. And they take on the Laredo Heat. We hope you can join us here at the stadium, but if you can't, tune in again to YouTube and watch us, the Fort Worth Vaqueros. Hopefully we can get a W there.
Yeah.
A tough match here for them. The next match for Brownsville again tomorrow afternoon in Denton. Their next match after that is Thursday, June 6th, when they play the West Texas FC, the surprising team in this NPSL at 7:15. So it's a very exciting match. Unfortunately, not for us, for some people, for at least the other side it was.
The first half was very exciting.
Very exciting, yeah. But unfortunately, Fort Worth giving up 3 goals. It led to a 4-0 win for FC Brownsville. Thanks to Lenny Lasher of Castleberry ISD and Andrew Decker doing PA here for the Fort Worth Vaqueros and helping us out with spotting. For the technical director, Sean Thrasher. Our cameraman, Mark Foster, pinch hitting for Maui today. A great job. Thank you so much for both of you, Sean and Mark.
Great
and
job.
For our executive producer, John Carney, and our analyst, Megan Southern and Robbie King. This is Matt Quinn. The final score tonight again for FC Brownsville 4, your Fort Worth Vaqueros 0. So thanks for watching Fort Worth Vaqueros soccer all around the world on YouTube. And stay classy, Cowtown.
Good night.